Okay, everybody, this is Patti from Oceanside, and we brought in all these senior women from the Senior Women's Van Life group to Oceanside for a meetup on September 25th and 30th. And boy, did we have a good time in the year 2022. Now, you know that we've all been in quarantine for a couple years, so to get out on the beach with some wonderful women was just absolutely amazing. And I picked this one beach because it had a gazebo there where I knew that we could meet and have some our meet and greet at least that one night. And each one of the participants was sent a little information sheet that said, "Park along the water there. That's where we want to be, right along the water." And so they did. We scored some beautiful spots. And Oceanside's known for its harbor and its beautiful beaches. So let's show you a little bit about what we did in the next few days. I'd like to introduce you to Cheryl. She's the lady there in the sleeveless blue shirt on the left on the bottom. Cheryl, how you doing?
I'm doing good today, thank you. How are you?
Good. And you won the drive the longest, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
And that was how many miles did you say you went?
Yeah, it was I think I drove about 1,600 miles, but I did a lot of side trips and stuff along the way. I came down from central Washington State, Grand Coulee.
That's awesome. Well, you can see the vans lined up here on the picture up top. We scored. We jockeyed into position by Monday. We had, I think, 7 or 8 lined up there on the front. And Cheryl's is that one. She had just had a new top put on it, and it's hard to see in that picture. But how's that having a new top on your van?
Oh my gosh, it is a game changer. I can stand up in my van now.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Nice. Really nice.
So that's the 5 of us in the middle picture there. We all came in early. That's Pam Hart came in from Lakewood. Jan came in from Rolling Hills by Los Angeles. Of course, Cheryl, myself, and from Oceanside, and Modesta came in from the San Francisco area. So we were kind of like the forerunners to this whole meetup. And boy, that first day we were out flying kites. Wasn't that a beautiful watching those kites?
Oh, they were so pretty, yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really neat. Look at how beautiful that day is. Nobody on the beach. We had the place pretty much to ourselves.
Yeah, you picked good days coming in the middle of the week like that.
We did. And the water was divine. And Modesto got out and went boogie boarding. And boy, she captured a really nice shot that was ended up on the cover of one of the Facebook groups, because the essence of what she has in her face there, that she's enjoying. She's throwing a little splash off the wave. I mean, to me, it was a cover shot.
That's a perfect picture.
Yeah. And that's you down there at the water's edge, isn't it, Cheryl?
Yeah, in the left picture. Yeah.
How was the water? Was it cold?
You know, it was pretty cold first stepping into it, but you get used to it real fast. It was just a little bit cooler than the air temperature, so it took a couple minutes to acclimate.
Uh-huh. And that first day, we went and just stayed, around, talked, and just kind of acclimated to each other. We never met each other in real life. This was our first time. And then Tuesday, we went to Taco Tuesday. How was that?
Cheryl? Yummy food.
You had one of those. How were those margaritas? If I drank, I would probably want one of those.
It was pretty darn good. Yeah.
Well, if you go to Oceanside at the harbor on a Tuesday, Rockin' Baja Lobster sells those tacos there for $6. I mean, what a deal.
And the margaritas were only $7, I think.
Wow. That's good. That's really good
for a big margarita like that.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping Jan would be here tonight because this is the inside of her van. It was her first camping trip ever in this Toyota Sienna. And she decked it out just so adorable. That bed goes sideways, so she's able to sleep that way. And she showed me this little red thing in the middle. That's her stool. It also carries her, toilet, and she has some camping stuff in there. All kinds of room in the back. She did a great job, I think. What do you think, Cheryl?
Yep, it's very pretty.
Yep. Well, some of the people ventured down to the Top Gun house on this first days coming in, and I guess some people came during the second days also. But for myself, it was really special because I live in Oceanside and I've seen this house. You can see it driving down the street there in that other picture. But that house sat on the corner for years as the Top Gun house. You'd walk by and tell people, oh, that's the Top Gun house. Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis filmed there. Then when they started building these big hotels, they actually moved it over and put it in storage somewhere until the hotels were built, and then they brought it in to show. Were you able to go by there, Cheryl?
I did, yeah.
Did you go inside?
I did not go inside.
The inside's adorable. They really refurbished it really beautifully.
Cute.
And I think that having this little motorcycle out front, I know several of the gals, that's Teresa and Jan, they're both, I mean, they invite you to get up and take a picture of it. So what a great promo, don't you think?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, there's our gazebo as people are starting to come in for our meet and greet the first night. Everybody brought, something to eat, hors d'oeuvres. And I'll tell you, my favorite was Jenny's, those pickles. They're wrapped in.
Oh, those were amazing.
Don't look like much, but you put them in your mouth, you just go, oh my gosh.
It was a flavor explosion.
They were. And then these ones over on the bottom there that Pam made, the Crispies with, she decorated these little cake balls. And
Fancy.
no, we didn't go without eating, that's for sure. And then, of course, the bonfire didn't happen because they took all the fire rings away for an event they were having recently. So we brought in our own little solar lights, and we went straight from the gazebo and ate. And the white elephant gift exchange was absolutely hilarious. Teresa, I think everything she picked, someone stole, so she ended up opening about 7 or 8 of the gifts, wasn't it, Cheryl?
Yeah, she was like the designated gift opener.
And then she ended up with the last gift, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, it was really nice that first night, just getting to know each other, sitting around the campfire. Modesta there brought a little unique, like it's a Coke can with alcohol in it and rocks, and it turns out to be this beautiful little setting that's in the middle there. You can see her lighting it there. And Deborah brought a beautiful canister that she engraved some stuff with lights inside. And so that night,
she made that with a laser printer.
Oh, is that what she said? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was gorgeous. Yeah, it was really pretty the way the lights came through. Fun night. All right, so now we go over to Tuesday morning, and some people bared all the crowds there at the farmers market in Oceanside. You can see the pier way down in the background there. It goes for several blocks, and all kinds of stuff you can buy. Did you happen to go to that, Cheryl?
I didn't make it up for that.
You didn't make that. Mm-hmm. Well, I know you were on the boat down there on the bottom.
I was on that boat. That was fun.
In the afternoon, we decided to take a boat ride, and several brave people like Katie and Jenny and Elaine decided let's try to drive this thing. And I guess the rudder, if it hits a certain current, it makes the boat go all over the harbor. So whereas we look like we're going straight there, we weren't going straight all the way, were we, Cheryl?
We were taking the scenic route.
We were taking the scenic route for sure. So that was really fun. I got a lot of comments from people saying that was one of the highlights of their trip, which I think is pretty amazing since I live in Oceanside and I've done it a lot, but it was really fun. And then this is a little blurry, but it got a little blurry in the afternoon. We asked everybody, don't go anywhere till we do a live, podcast and bring people in. And Carol there came in from Upland, California, and Paula came in from Louisiana, and Barbara came in from Kentucky, and then myself and Katie there, we were on the spot. We were Johnny on the spots, and we had a little audience, and everyone came in and said something. You got to go watch that video. It was actually pretty funny. We awarded Cheryl the long distance award for coming in. Did you have fun at that, Cheryl?
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of laughs, wasn't it?
It was.
A lot of laughs.
We all had a good time.
Yeah. So that was really another highlight of our second day. And then the last night, people opted to go back downtown and go to the street fair that goes through 2 or 3 streets in Oceanside. And you went to that, right, Cheryl?
I did. That was huge. And I'd say 80% of it probably was food vendors.
Uh-huh.
it was almost overwhelming deciding what to eat.
Yes, that's what I've had. Yeah, I've had that problem too. Yep. So we come back and we decided to do the thing that you do at campsites, and we just kind of hovered around. A couple of the ladies there had a van, and so we just all sat around and talked story like we were around a campfire. That was really entertaining to hear, some camp stories and stuff. So that was the end of our 2 days. Went really fast. Of course, we were there 5 days, Cheryl and I, but those 2 days with everybody went really fast. And I'd like to encourage everybody. Do you have anything to say about that little uh, seating situation we had there, Cheryl?
No, that was just fun. We kind of just wrapped up the whole, the couple days, talked about, possibility of getting together again. And it was fun just connecting with everybody before we all took off.
Yeah, it was. I see your foot made it in both pictures.
Yeah, I have famous feet.
Well, I'm thinking about putting the last week in September down on the boards for our annual. We'll have a second annual next year. Great weather. Can't ask for better weather. Lots of, campsites available. Everybody's pretty much back into the, groove of things. So I want to thank everybody for coming in, and thank you, Cheryl, for driving all the way down from Washington. And
It's well worth it.
and the group here was just absolutely amazing. So that ends our presentation.